That's what I'm going to say. Hello, can you hear me? Look at this. I've got animations and everything. Look, I'm going to do that again. I like that. Look, wee! Oh, in, out, in, out. Oh, well, that's good. Feels good. Hello. I am being silly. I have no idea if this is transmitting to the world, but hopefully it is. You might have to turn up your speakers. Do it. Wait. I need to turn myself up as well. So. Hopefully you can hear me and see what's going on. Otherwise, that would be pointless. With a bit of luck, everything is good. Hello, hello, hello. Can you actually see something or hear me? Please let me know, because I need to know for my own sanity. Wait. Many buttons to press. Man's got many buttons. Okay. There's that one out of the way. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, I was going to... Maybe what I can do, actually, is... yes to both, good. If I turn this on, is it going to make it louder? I have no... my God! This is so complicated. What a lot of shit this is. Right, I'm just pressing buttons. Okay, look. Flashy lights and everything. Adam in the house! Hello, Adam. Oh, it's a little beautiful Adam. How you doing, big fella? Oh my God. What's happening? Okay, look. I ain't gonna promise you a great streamer experience, because I'm not that. This is just for you guys. So. You're doing dishes? Way to go, Pete. Nice and manly there, mate. Okay. That makes me feel uncomfortable. Let me just turn this off again, because otherwise I get my own echo. Now, at the end... What's up? Yeah, go on.
You know on the DI,
yeah,
it's got a thing called link on it and 2 channel. Should it be on 2 channel or link?
On what are you talking about?
On the DI box, because on the DI, you know my bearings are DI box like that. If I put it on link, what does that do? Does that mean that it's linking both channels together, or do I put it on 2 channel?
Just put it on 2 channel, but then the world will explode.
Why is that?
Because, you know, why not?
Oh, okay. Put it on 2 channel, yeah?
I would if I were you,
Yeah,
because
right.
it's a stereo unit, right? So,
yeah. So link means it's linking the two in mono, basically, doesn't
yeah,
it?
essentially, yeah. No worries. All right. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. Is what it is. Right. Okay. Now, so, look, guys, what I've got loaded up on my screen. This is Fly the Train, and it is. Look at all of this. This is all your stuff. Now, I've not heard this, like, obviously since we kind of did it originally, but this is a lot of information here to go through. Now, bearing in mind that this is in... this is... What do you call it? This is just digital bollocks. There you go. That's all I'm gonna say. This is all digital bollocks right now, Studio One. So hello to digital bollocks, bollocksing bollocks. Now, I'm gonna play this, and you're gonna have. Make sure you can tell me if you can hear it, right? First of all, before I get any further, Are you guys hearing this now? Leah in the house. They're damn sexy, I tell you. Do you know what I mean? So, well, you see, the thing is, right? A long time ago. Hang on, let me get this accurate, right? So, wait. There you go, right? A long time ago, there was this band called Fly the Train. And before COVID came along and stuck fingers up our asses, basically, we were on the job to create an amazing album. And then it didn't happen because of lots of reasons. So now, fast forward to 2024, yoink, here we are. And now we're going to do shit. So I've now got this song up called Stolen Identity by the amazing Fly the Train, which is Pete Bill on the drums, Stephen on the guitars, and Stephen on the bass, and Mr. Man singing. Leo Woodward on the guitars, and Adam Dowd on the bass. So we're going to have some fun. So I'm going to go through this because this is literally the raw stems. Now, I've literally just played this for the first time a little while ago, and already I've noticed a problem. So, and it's with the drums. There's 15 gazillion stems of drums here, and I don't know why we recorded that many, but it appears that we did. So I'm going to have to get familiar with this as well. So, but we recorded quite a lot of drums, so. These are these are just the raw drums. No, Pete. The drums aren't the problem, but they are the problem, right? What I mean by that is the drums are awesome, but the problem that I've got right now is that this has come from Pro Tools. And what the issue is I used Elastic Audio in Pro Tools when we did it, right? And which means when I exported the stems, I've got all the mistakes that go with that, right? And so, like, there's a couple of places where it's gone a bit funny. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think here. No, not there. I'm lying. There's somewhere up here, there's a drum fill that you do. Now I can't find it. Of course I can't. I literally found it every time earlier on. Anyway, I guess we'll get to it. Where basically it triggers like some false stuff. And that's really not what we want at all. So, you know, so essentially, I've now got the baggage that came with Pro Tools. So, you know, so it is what it is, right? So now I've got to make this sound good. So I'm gonna leave no stops unturned. It is 2024. It's modern technology. So this song is just gonna be just huge. So it's gonna be bigger than a big thing when I'm done, right? I'm not gonna go traditional. I'm gonna use whatever tools I've got. I'm gonna use samples. I'm gonna add some more synths. I'm gonna just go kind of a little bit crazy, you know, and just make it just the best goddamn thing that's possible. So it's about time that Fly the Train just got some serious love. So we're gonna make that happen. So in one way or another. So it starts right here. First of all, I'm just gonna go through some stuff because you guys are with me and it's kind of cool. Nostalgia. Let's have a bit of fun, right? So I think at the moment we've got, obviously in this we've got the drums, we've got the bass, we've got quite a few guitars, I'd say. Look at this. All the green is guitars. Then we got tons of vocals. And then we got a shed load of keyed stuff that I seem to remember adding at the time. And I think Pete did some key stuff as well. So we got a lot of all random stuff that I've got to go through and figure out what the hell is going on, because this is a journey and a half, you know. But Fly the Train did deserve it, right? The song is Warrant, so let's just make it happen. So first I'm just going to press play. I'll mute the mic while I do that, because otherwise it's going to be hella annoying. And we'll just go through it. We'll just listen to it in its raw state. So this is not going to be a nice experience. I'm telling you that. So, you know, but I just want to get a little bit of a balance thing going on. So let's do that.
Why is everything so fake? We build it up and build it down and it's a lie. Everyone can see the face. You make a fool out of me, so I will build it up just to tear it down. It's funny how a hypocrite can distort a frown. So fake, so fake. Waiting on a brand new life, forever in a case of stolen identity. The inevitable truth is clear, so clear to behold. It's like the whole damn world's under a spell, trying to grip it with its might. So forever in a case of stolen identity. You've taken all for yourself. You tried to fool me and I know that it's a lie. All I'm with, and now you're staring at me, so I will build it up just to tear it down. I'll never let you take me without making a sound. What do you fear the most? 'Cause I'm finished, I'm breaking the mold. Waiting on a brand new life, forever in a case of stolen identity. The inevitable truth is clear, like the whole damn world's under a spell. And this might so forever in a case of stolen identity.
right. Awesome. So, that's just a raw thing. So, you know what I mean? Right, Rich. Yeah. Let's not go there. Fuck you. Right, you know, I'm going to create a big shush Leah button in a minute. Don't make me do that. I tell you what, right, guys, look. This is a banger. Now, bearing in mind, it sounds good, right? Bearing in mind that nothing's done to it yet. This is all just raw. This is no EQs, no nothing, no whatever, right? There's no reverb, there's no special effects. This is just all dry. So now we're going to make this good. First, I just want to go through some of these, what we've even got here, to see what I can get rid of and stuff like that. Now, don't forget, I'm going to modernize this into the 2024. So it's going to be all kind of spanky and glory. So what we didn't have on the first, which is when I listened back to that, is we had a lot of the post-production stuff, but with no reason. So it's like the bottom end, we had a lot of bottom ends in it, but we didn't have much mid-range, and the guitars need to just be focused a little bit more on that side of things. I noticed a lot of things this time round, listening back after not hearing it for such a long time, like things that I really want to pull out, like some of the drum stuff Pete did later on in the song, which is really important. I want to just highlight that a lot more. And at the end, I think there is something in the guitars that happened in the bridge section. Yeah, somewhere down here that I really liked this time around that I didn't actually feature in the original. Now, I do have a really old, from Pro Tools, this is a pre-mix before I'd even done anything.
Now you're staring at me, so I will build it up just to tear it down.
I can't listen to that right now, so that's moot. But yeah, so at the end, I know what it is that I want to do. It's just making it happen, and because I've got so much stuff that I don't know whether I'm going to use all of this. So I've quickly gone through the drums. The drums are fine. The best part, I just got to add some kick samples and some snare samples, just because we've got to make it massive, right? And then we can make it dead sexy. That's all I want to do. The bass is good. The only issue I've got with the bass is that there's not too much low end, and I remember we did that for a reason, because we're using the synths. And that's just the DI. And then this one, I think, is the magic room mic that we used back in the day. Yeah, that's the room mic. So a very distant sounding bass, but I can use that to great effect later on. I'll be blending that in. But so we've got a lot more tools that we can play with nowadays. Then moving on, now I've got 16,000 gazillion guitars. Brilliant. Wait a minute. I think if I remember rightly, the guitars, we did 2 passes of the guitars. Yeah, okay. So on the guitars, we've got the close mic, and then we've got, I remember adding a room mic to the guitars as well. So, you know, that I do remember. So that'd be awesome. So then we've got the vocals. The vocals are all over the place. That's gonna haunt me, because we've got so many different takes of so many different things all over the place. So I'll have to just work on that at the end. I'm not too worried about that right now. And then the keyboards. What the hell's going on with all this stuff? Yeah, that's shit, that is. Are we in fairy tale land? What's going on? Come on. Give me some rock. That's in trap music? Are we really at this point? Do I need to say anything? No. Yeah. Shush yourself. Okay, I like that. That's groovy. I probably did that. Why have we got a snare top down here? Question mark. I don't need that. Sorry, Pete, just delete your drums. Alright. What is happening? Okay, that's good. I like it. I like it very much. Are we working for Disney or what? Yo, Dr. Dre, do you want your 808 909 bass back again? I'll give you it. Listen to this. It's a freaking rock record. Okay. Okay, we're gonna need some updating here. Oh, I love that intro still though. That's fire. Yeah, I like that. So I think we'll keep that kind of intro, and then I just want the song to be explosive right from the get-go, right? See what I did there? See what I did there? Yeah. Right, now, bitches, let's get to work. So, start off with the drums. Pete, you're just dipping in and out of life, mate, so I won't worry about it. So, yeah, right, well, here's what it is. But look, I'm doing the drums now, Pete, so you want to stick around just so you can learn about your mistakes, okay? Oh, dear. You know, learn from it, learn from it. Now, consider this, right? The drums need to be smacking and big. Now, currently we have... Now, you can't see this on your screen right now because I'm a greedy bastard and I'm keeping them for myself. So, look. Here's the little mix window. Hello, I'm over here. And so, I'm going to be doing stuff on the other screen. So, and I'll try and drag everything to this little screen, okay? But I've got a big massive screen behind me. You know that. You've been here. You've sat on my beautiful couch behind me. You've hugged these very warm hands. And my manly chest that I often pound just because I can. So, now, look. Let's be serious for a moment. Wait, what am I talking about? Serious for a moment? Working on a fly the train track? Don't be silly. Let's just get naked and run around. Right. So the drums. That's obviously a sample, which is the old sample that we used. So, okay. That's kick out. Sorry, kick in. This is kick out. Now, first thing I want to do, the first thing is I want to EQ this kick drum because it's just... Oh, sorry, I'll bring this down here so you can see what's going on. Right, I want a little bit more high end, around 8K or so. I want to bring out some of the 2K hertz. I want to boost 6K, right? And maybe I'll add a little bit of bass around 50 to 60. Pete, do you remember what kick we used when we did this, when we tracked this song? You loved my hands, Leah. These are like, yeah, finger Fridays, damn right. Do you know what I mean? Finger every day at the moment. I'll grab what I can. Including any brown holes. Right. Let's now turn this off. Okay. So that's a much better click that I want. It's just lacking that bottom end that I like. So there's options. No, not size. Did we use your kit for this? So I can't remember. Or did we use mine? I cannot remember. Right. It's not really doing it for me. Let me have a look. What about R bass? R bass, R bass, R bass, R bass, R bass. Sings! Where are you? R bass. In here somewhere. Here it is. This guy. Let's use him. Oh, hello. Right, let's put it to 60. Yeah, disco of one. Amazing. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. As much as I enjoy listening to solo kick drums. You know how it is. I still want a bit more beef on that, but we're going to have to use a sample, I think. Just because otherwise we're going to bring out all the nasty stuff. But more importantly, that's where we started from. So I like that. So we're making tracks. So I'm gonna just do a quick 1-2. What about this one? Yeah. See, this is a sub. I can treat that as a sub, maybe potentially. Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. Let's give it a go. Right. So let's just roll off everything. Yeah, diggity. Right, now we get some bottom end. Ooh. Okay, it's absolutely fucked with the phase though, so. But that's fine. We can work around that in a little while. I'm just quickly getting things sorted here. We use the sample apparently. Okay. Well, I don't like that. I'm not a stupid producer. One good thing about being on YouTube is I can Google how to mix a record. How to make a record sound amazing by Romesh. No! Oh dear me. Right, let's have a look at, oh god. Where's my, what's it called again? Yeah, Slate Digital. I've got too many plugins. I've got a problem. I need to go to therapy. Oh, There it is, this guy. So on the kick, let's find something freaking awesome that I like. Oh, that's nice. Ooh. I want something chesty. Nah. It's drier than a nun, that one. Let's try this guy right here. Do you know what I mean? So, stop slagging off your drums. We're not talking about your slagging off drums, mate. If you played them properly in the first place, then we wouldn't need to, would we? Oh dear me. Oh man, why can't you guys literally just be here in the room with me right now? That would just be fire. You know, just okay, what happened then? Hello officer, I really know what I'm doing. Right, let's down tune this guy. Right, all I want this for is just a supplement this one here. The problem I have with triggering stuff is there's always some kind of latency delay thing that happens, and it kind of pisses me off. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, right, we've got to start somewhere, so I'll bring this in and out later on, but don't forget we've got a wall of guitars to go through and a big heavy bass. So now I want to get at least the snares up first. Okay, that snare needs work. I mean, bearing in mind this is just the top, right? So, two things. EQ, and I'm not going to compress this, and there's a reason why I won't, that I'll explain later. Well, this is not awkward. Let me reset this. Right. This is the problem we're going to have, is this bleed. Typical drummer has to hit fucking cymbals, don't they? You know what I mean? It's like, honestly, a drummer has to hit stuff. Let's go around 150k to get some body to the snare. I heard you like a deep snare, Pete. That's the thing about you. You know, I heard you like it deep. Okay. I like that already, but that bleed's going to be a problem. Adam, you're right there, man. Honestly, yeah, we took the longest time, the longest evenings. But hey, man, look, it was fun, right? But yeah, man, you had to drive back to Hull and everything, you know. I had to walk back to my house. It's like, you know, just put an hour there, right? So Still, like, I still miss you guys, regardless. But this is bringing me back some good memories, you know, and, you know, keeping it real, right? I can't believe I just did that. No, I'm not going to do that, Pete. But you have to understand, drums are a pain in the ass. To be honest, Adam, right? Adam, I need to get your number, by the way, because I deleted you when I had my new phone. I didn't delete you, I just didn't have your number on my new phone. So, if you can text me it, that would be grand, because I'm going to give you a compliment here, Adam. Still to this day, I think you're one of the greatest bass players I've ever had the pleasure of working with. But more to the point is that I had a session where I needed a bass player, and I thought, oh, I've got the perfect person, and my Facebook was down. I didn't know what to do, and it was last minute, and I could have got you in on the project. So, you know, but anyway, and there's always stuff like that. But yeah, phenomenally, no, fuck's sake, I can't talk, so I won't bother. Phenomenal bass player, man. Just like, you know, just absolute full-on respect. Hey, come on, Pete, be nice. Okay, let's smash. That snare sounds so much better now. 4. It's a little weedy, right? Let's give it some bollocks. Right, I want some reverb on this bitch. Okay, the reverb really works, but we're going to treat all the drums in a special system later on. But I'm just getting a bass working thing now. I want to bring the bass in a minute as well, because I want something to work with. So, you know, this is just the first initial session, do you know what I mean? So, you're welcome, Adam, man. You're welcome, man. Look, you know, in fact, you know, this is on YouTube, and this would be documented forever, but, like, Adam, the bass player, just insane, like, absolutely like a wizard, do you know what I mean? And I've always had big envy of you as well, just putting out there. Leo on guitar with a playing it like a fucking xylophone, do you know what I mean? Because she can't play a guitar normally. It's like, this is how to play a guitar, everybody. No, Leah has to pick it up and, like, finger it like it's, you know, some weird bloody xylophone shit. But she gets the job done. Do you know what I mean? Legendary. And then Pete plays a My Little Kitty kit, just amazing. So there you go. So it's kind of legendary, really, right? The snare will be big and later on, that's for sure. It needs more aggro, it needs more pop, it needs more aggression, it needs all that sort of stuff, but that's all to come. Do you know what I mean? At the moment, I'm trying to get like a working tone, you know what I mean? And then you just push forwards, and then you kind of put it all in a pot, and then do it that way, you know. What frequency? What are you talking about, Pete? I've still got the bot. That's only in the top snare. Because you learnt drunk. Okay. That's one way to do it, I suppose. Do you know what I mean? Right, let's bring up this. I want to make the bottom snare dirty as hell. snap. My TV's gonna go off. There you go, sorted. Right. Let's give it some a little bit air, right? Around 16k. Yeah, we sound like a jazz band. Let's go. Right. This is okay for now. Don't forget, this is just a quick pick-me-up, right? Yeah. Don't forget, you're also listening to everything in isolation, right? Isolation is always going to suck balls. So you got to ignore that. So mixing a record, you got to pull out the fundamentals. So things, you're going to hear things that are just going to be ugly as hell. But when it's all in the mix, things would be like, yeah. They would just be right. You know what I mean? Honestly, I Googled it and everything. How to mix a snare drum quickly and professionally. See, Google is your friend. Tells you everything you need to know. Okay, next thing. I want to bring in the bass just so I've got some context here. So let's bring in DI. Okay, the snare sucks right now, but that will get replaced anyway to something better, because not because it's bad, but just because I don't want the bleed. So we'll replace that later on with something a little bit more suitable for what we want, but for now it gives me a timing measurement. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, so winner winner, chicken dinner. Nice, Adam, nice. Nice. Leah, amazing guitar, best ever. Adam, best bass player ever. And then there's Pete. Well, he exists. Classic Pete comment. Do you know what I mean? Pete, dude, just a rule of thumb, mate. Just, you're supposed to, like, you know, give jibber jabber to those around you, not to yourself, all right? Just putting that out there, okay? So, mate, I hadn't taught anyone nothing. I mean, come on, I'm struggling to even speak on a daily basis, let alone teach anyone anything. So, right, this bass is annoying me straight away because of the sound. I don't like a DI sound, so we're gonna amp this up. So in two ways, I think. I'm still going to keep the DI, but I am going to duplicate this track. Oh my god, I'm freezing my tits off right here. Hang on a second. Right, there we go. Don't need to freeze my tits off anymore. Like, when I grow up, they'll be saggy otherwise. So, right, the bass. Let's just run this through a bass amp temporarily. What can we use? What can we use? Let's use S. Let's just use this guy. This is my favorite one at the moment. That snap, important. Do you know what I mean? That snaps. But as with any Fly the Train track, this is a nice bass sound. But the thing is what makes Adam special is his fingering. That's what the girls tell me. So, what I want to do is just push up on his sound, or at least what I'm hearing right now, is just a little bit of the mids, right around about 800 hertz. Right, 800 hertz is where his fingers are, right? And so, you know what I mean? Plus the the 15,000 microphones. No, I've actually, what I did is in Pro Tools, I obviously had them all muted, and of course when because I don't have control over the Pro Tools session anymore, so I could only export what I had that was not muted, right? And so so I only have the 3, which is a shame. Otherwise I'd have 15,000 bass microphones. So, but I do have the room mic still from the bass, so which is a good thing. So right, I'm not going to compress it or do anything just yet. At first I'm just going to get the bass sound sorted out. Now, in here, in my little happy melody template that I've created for Fly the Train, this is a really complicated template because it's a real complicated song, and I'm a really complicated person dealing with a real complicated life. Deal with it. Now, the fact is that what I want to do is not necessarily what I'm going to do. Are confused yet? Right, so this is the deal, right? Now, see, 10,000 IQ. My brain is like fucking awesome. So straight away, I know that in this track, I want a banging and slamming and tail waggling bass, right? That is just going to be just the bottom of everything, right? That is just going to kick ass. So I've already created some sub channels here. So one is bass clarity, which I'll go through in a minute. Another one is bass dirt, because yeah, right. Another one is bass fuzz for those luxury people, and the other one is just fucking nuts. So let's just go for it. So I'm going to be basically just pissing around with this for a while. So and we have the pleasure of listening to the bass in solo, because that's how we rock on this channel, I tell you. So what we'll do is, first I'm going to turn on the bass clarity. Now what this actually is, I hear you ask. Well, yes, I will tell you. What it is a harmonic generator that basically pulls out some of the highs just to give it a little bit of clarity. Now, again, this is going to sound like arse cakes when you listen to it in isolation, but once everything is all in, it will sort itself out. Super important, right? Now you can probably hear that, right? It's probably noisy, it's gnarly, it's a bit disgusting, it's a bit right? But we kind of want some of that. Bearing in mind that harmonic distortion is not something that is going to be audible, but when people listen to it on phones, they can pick out the bottom end, right? Which is super important, because let's be honest, you know, wankers like me sit in studios with full range speakers, and then wankers like you go out and listen to it on an iPhone just to piss me off. So yeah, there is that. So I have to work with the medium. So, do you know what I mean? Yes. So doing stuff like this makes it gnarly, nasty, and gorgeous in my eyes. Now, moving on. We've then got the bass dirt, which can sound a little bit like this. Oh, that's nasty. I like that though, but that's just great. And then we've got the crazy shit, right? Which is, yeah, I'm pre-warned, okay? Now that's just like stupid, right? Which is full on fuzz, by the way. You wouldn't use it like that, but where you would use that is I would automate that later on, and so, you know, you kind of automate But the point is when the track is all running, then a lot of that ugliness that you hear, you won't hear. You'll just hear the sub element of the bass, which is what we want. And me, by bringing out some of Adam's fingers on the bass, just around this kind of 800 to 1000 hertz ish, basically just enables him to kind of be present in the mix a little bit more, as where before in the original mix that we did, it just kind of wasn't, I don't think. And so, you know, it's important to kind of bring out that hertz in the grand scheme of things. So I mean, that's loud as punch, but that's fine. But you get the idea, right? So, and then bring in the DI as well, which is just going to be a clean version of it, just so that we can then blend that in if we want something a little bit more transparent in the mix. So, you know, it is what it is. So I'm just going to bring in the raw drums because we've not really done anything with that yet, just to have a little bit of context with the bass right now. So. See, in my eyes, it's not perfect just yet, but you got to bear in mind that you know, we've just literally just a second started this, and so all I'm doing at the moment is trying to find something that I like that I can then work from. Now, I know that you know that we know that we all know that when you do bass and you got to put harmonic distortion on it, it just kind of evens out the playing field a little bit. It means that you don't have to compress it as much. Now bear in mind, I've not done any of that shit yet. So, you know, we've got all the compression to go, we've got all the good stuff, all the final EQ, there's so much to go through. But I just wanted something in context, so when I'm working on the drums, I can revert to the bass, and I'm not listening to a horrible, just DI bass sound like forever, because it just drives me nuts, and rather put my balls through a cheese grater, to be honest. So, now I've done that, now I can go back to the drums, you know what I mean? Right, first things first, I'm going to try a few things with, see, the issue I'm going to have is in modern productions, right, is the room mics and the overheads that we've got. Now, Pete was not particularly a powerful drummer in terms of he didn't hit the cymbals louder than he did the rest of the kit. But what you don't want to do is have just cymbals way above everything else, right? And so you want to have a balanced drum sound against, you know, a really rocking track. And bearing in mind where we came from this, we wanted that all along. So we're going to have to trigger the samples from the kick and the snare so that we have something that's going to be even, so the cymbal mics can essentially come down in the mix. We'll leave the track to breathe a little bit more, you know what I mean? So, you know, we're going to do that. So, because we don't want to take away from the performance, because I think the performance of what Pete did was just epic in this take. So, because if we now listen to the overheads, right, we're going to have an issue. Not an issue at all if we don't do anything with it, but that's not what we're going for. Right, here. So this is just raw overheads, right? And you can hear. So what you want to do is pick out the snare, right? So you're picking out the snare, and the cymbals are louder than the snare. Now, as overheads and room mics, you don't necessarily want that. Now, there are ways around that, and you can simply, you know, you can simply dip the 3K range right here, which is where the cymbals kind of live at, right here. But the problem is with that is that takes off the high end of the snare drum, so on and so forth, right? And so we don't want that. So that becomes a little bit of an issue. So, you know, right here. Listen to my phone. That's me, that is. That's epic, isn't it? See, I make my own phones. If you want one, commission me. It's at least 500 grand per each one. Oh, what's up? Hang on, 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Right, okay. Sorry about that. Emergency phone call. So, anyway, right, what was I talking about? Yeah, drums. So, so we've got options on the drums, right? We can keep them all natural, and then you can. But the problem is with that, then you can't apply modern techniques to it, right? Because as soon as you start compressing the drums and the kick and the snare, you're going to end up with this big, massive wash, right? Which is what we don't want, that, right? So we want some cool shit. So, because if I compress this right now, what's going to happen is those cymbals, right? We're going to get more and less. That makes sense? Capiche? So what we're going to do is we're going to use these and treat these like cymbal mics, essentially. So which means that we're going to trigger a bit later on, again, not now, but you know, we're going to just basically treat everything all together later on. But I think we're just going to get a roundabout kind of way, and I want to just try a few ideas that we can at least play with the drums. So I'm going to loop a section, and now you're going to get bored with this loop, but you know what? Welcome to my world, ladies and gentlemen. This is how we mix. Listen to stuff on repeat day in and day out. And then when you start banging your head against a brick wall, you know you've heard it enough. So, you know. No, not the snare, just the drums, thank you. And I want the bass as well. Doing right, there's a couple of things I want to just discuss. This is just, again, for YouTube people and for me watching this back, my future self watching this back, saying, oh my god, what did I do to create this amazing Fly the Train track? And then I'll know, you see. So again, 10,000 IQ, right? So in here, future Andy, who watches this back because I'm going to create a masterpiece, is I've got a drum bus that goes into a parallel, that I've got all these other auxiliary stuff that I'll go through in a little while to make things sound good, potentially. And what you can't see is off screen I've got all this mix, right? Everything that you're hearing to is going out of here, out the Neve, blah blah blah, into the Manly Massive Passive, which is set for my studio boost right now. So I mix into that. That is then going through the Vertigo VSC2 compressor, which is my bus compressor. So everything is running through the analog world as well. So, and that's good. Oh, look what I just found. Look, Fly the Train, look. Ooh. Look, there's a lovely little Adam there, you know. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-wow. Hi, my name's Adam Dowd. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dow. There's a bass, by the way. And then, hey, I'm Leah. That's Leah, obviously. And there's, alright, I'm Rossa. And, hi, I'm Pete. And that's Pete. So just, there you go. That was literally the real voices of Fly the Train, just so you know. Okay, now, moving on. My ounce of craziness. Right, so we're going to go into the... Yo, how Future-handed, damn right. So, listen, we're going to go into the out the drum bus into the drum comp, which is going to be running. Oh, actually, no, I'm going to get ahead of myself here. Look, right? See, this is why I don't, this is why I'm not a streamer, because I suck at this, right? You know, this is just for the record, right? Because most of the time is what it is, right? So, look, my drum bus, I've got no plugins or anything on, or doing anything. I'm not doing anything to the desk, to the drum group, but I am going to mess around with this for a little while. So, so sit back, enjoy this for a few minutes. Okay, now we're kind of getting a little bit further on. Don't forget, I'm not trying to create a mixed record right here, right now. I'm trying to get a working thing. Mixing a record comes in stages, right? Just so you know, so when you're listening back, you can understand what's going on. So when I mix a record, the way I do things, anyway, everyone's different. Everyone's different because people are good and I'm not. So basically, like how Romesh would do it, is he would just kind of sit down and mix a record and make it sound amazing, apparently. So, and the way I do it is sit here and just basically press buttons and make myself look good. So there you go. That's good. Now, what I want to do is to create a template of the song or of the sound that I want. So if I now, right, for example, start diving in, making the drum sound incredible and making the bass sound like dreamy and all this type of stuff, right, then what's going to happen is I'm going to have an issue with, you know, something like that you're trying to paint the Mona Lisa too early, right, before you've got all the color palettes sorted out. So I like to kind of get the song balanced and kind of roughly in the ballpark to where I want, that where I know that the bass works with the drums and the drums work with the guitars and the bass works with the vocals and the vocals work with the guitars and so on and so on and so forth, so that you got this kind of picture that works, right? And then you kind of can then curate that picture and make it beautiful, right? Just like My Pretty Face. So if you want to hear a record like My Pretty Face, you're laughing. You come to the right place. So, having said that, I'm happy with where the drums and the bass is at the moment, in terms of getting myself a palette that I want to work with. Now I'm going to start working on the plethora of guitars that we've got, which is kind of a few. Leah, what the fuck? Like, let's be honest. What were you doing? What were you thinking? Right? You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's kind of crazy. Oh, look at this. Look, watch. Ready? Right, look, watch. Woo! I can make animations and everything. Look, woo! Ah. I'm just going to sit here all day long and just do this. Like, this is exciting enough. I can do this. Do you know what I mean? Oh, right. Guitars. Oh, hang on. That message on the phone, I forgot. Shit. So I need to move a car. So give me a second. All right. Yeah, let me go and move the car and I'll be right back. If I'm not back in 2 minutes, just wait longer. Yo, I return. Sorry. Man had to move car. So, there we go. Right. What was I doing? What was I talking about? Do you know what I mean? Leah. Dear, I miss this banter. Like, seriously. Like, really, can people just leave me alone? Like... Right. Guitars! Let's get those working, shall we? Where are they? Okay, there's so much here. What's going on? Let's first of all figure out what the hell is even happening. What I am going to do is mute the vocals because we don't want them on right now. So... let's bring the FX in. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of the backing vocals. Get rid of keyboards. Get rid of the gang vocals. We'll keep the rest for now. So... okay. Yes! Dry guitars! Let's go. Drier than a nun. Right. Now we've got to figure out what we want, what we need, and what we can... I don't think we used all of these, because this is an insane amount of guitars, so I can't even remember what these are, so hang on. Hang in there, kids! So we've got a high guitar, chord guitar. See, if I was a good producer, I'd rename all these, but it's typing in it. So okay, we've got another high guitar. Is that the same as the first one? No, it's harmony. Ooh, pretty. Okay, so we've got harmony, we've got chord guitar, and we've got a low guitar. So, okay, the low guitar I want in the center. The harmonies were put out on the sides. So, you know what? I'm going to have to be a producer. Low guitar, because otherwise this is going to confuse the shit out of me. High guitar. This one's the chord guitar. Right, the chord guitar I also want in the center. But this one's in stereo. Interesting. Ooh. Oh man, I like all that. So, okay, now next we had these harmonies here. Okay, one thing I want to do straight away is add some effects to these as we go along, because there's so many, so I need to know what works well with one another. So what I am going to do is to create something new, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to create a new FX channel. Let me show you down here. Look. And this is going to go to the guitar bus because I want it all to feed back in there. Do excuse me while I wear my old man glasses, okay? Yeah, it's getting that age now, right, where I have to wear shit. So, don't say anything. So, What was I doing? Oh yeah, it has to go to the guitar bus. So, and I want to make this pretty yellow because that's how I roll. Now on here, I want to put, get over here, a kick-ass delay. So we'll use what should we use? We'll use Native Instruments replica, I think. So that goes over there. Now we can fiddle with this. And I'll call this guitar delay. Funny that. So, right, don't need glasses. I'm cured. Okay. Yeah. I'm not even going to comment on anything anyone ever says anymore, ever. Especially if it's fly the train lot. Just ignore. They go away eventually. Okay, delays. So I'm going to select everything all the way up in here. Oink! Oink! And then add my new delay. And you can't see this because it's off screen, but it doesn't matter. Just have trust. There it is, guitar delay. Right, now. Okay, I don't want it on everything. So, where were we? Yes, now. Reverb and delays I think are as important. I've got to give these guitars space in the mix. So, we've got to first figure out what is going to be the most important and dominant ones. So, let's leave this delay open for now. So, I'd say the two harmony guitars either side, they need some they need some movement, right? So, I think that's really important. The lower one, not so much because it's the lower frequencies, or I don't want all that gibbering up the mix. So I think important to have the high guitars kind of just doing their own thing. So we've got this one, and where's the other harmony guitar? Because I haven't labelled it yet. This one. Yeah, this one. So, okay, harmony guitar. Let's call that harm guitar. Right, let me put that next to the high one. So these two are going to be left and right. Yeah, love it. Right, now we can add some effects. So let's keep that moving. And what we'll do... Let's first add some reverbs. Whoa! Hello, sailor. Blimey. Maybe a little bit of chorus as well, just to kind of make it rotate a little bit. As I say, these ones I really want to sprinkle, right? So, you know, I think that's really important. So we can have some like super awesome happening. Where's my chorus at? Right here. Let's put that on full. Okay, maybe I'm gonna just try all the toys here first and figure out what I do like and what I don't. Maybe some flanger. See, I like that. I just don't want too much. So just a little bit of summer I think is nice. And then the important thing, the delay. What am I going to do with this? First, let's just try it on one guitar so we can get the tempo and timing right. So that will be fixed across the rest of the track. No, let's keep it standard. We'll keep it straight as well. Maybe a quarter note would be best. Maybe a relative time. Yeah, I like that timing because you're playing 16th notes, I do believe. So if we go 8 notes, I think that would be kind of cool. But we'll see what happens. And let's just add a little bit of it in on both guitars. Okay, you know what's missing is some kind of like rich harmonic stuff, so I'm going to utilize something here and I'm going to break this before it gets better. But I've got this little guitar effects thing that I've got nothing on there yet, so I want to try and maybe add an exciter of some kind, something that's kind of going to give it a little bit of wow factor, I guess. So, and I'll tell you what's good for that actually is if I don't know the name of it because I'm stupid, but it's something that Overloud did called the dopamine. Let's have some dopamine. I like dopamine, that sounds good. So I don't want noise reduction, noise stressor, no. I don't... Okay, that's kind of nice, I'm not gonna lie, but... let me just... hang on. Okay, that just gives it a little bit of excitement, right? So, you guarantee it isn't missing. Yeah, I know. I'll probably find something in a minute. But, hey, look, we got to start as we mean to go on. So, again, I'm getting a rough tone here. So, let's check the other ones. Let's go through them. But at least I'm at somewhere now where I can quickly dial something in. Next one. Because the way I'm doing it is, look, right here we've got a block of guitars, then we've got another block of guitars, another block, and then another block, right? So it's finding out what we need versus what we've got, right? So what's the next one? This is the low guitar. Sounding good. Okay, that's up the ante now. Now we've got something heavier. Okay, this I like. That adds some body nicely. But what we've got a problem with is it's quite muddy with the rest. So let me kind of brighten this up and give it a little bit of love. The first batch over with, so just these section here, they sound really nice together, considering once I put all my other magic on there later on, I think we'll really help out as well. In fact, I'm going to do that real quickly now. I'm going to put an opto compressor on there. So just to kind of squeeze it a little bit, because I think we can get more life out of this guy yet. Great. I do want to roll off the lows, the ultra lows. This is just really just tidy up work though. This is just, you know. You know what, that's really well balanced. I think if I remember rightly, we used real amps on this, which we used diesel amps, right? So, which kind of sounded fire, but what I'll do is I'm going to use Soothe on that, but a bit later, rather than EQ out some of the mud stuff. Right, that sounds really nice at the moment, but there's still more to go, so let's carry on. Okay, so we've got a chuggy guitar. Okay, no, wait, is that a lower one to the other chord one? Okay, it's the same, right? So, interesting. But what's this one then? Another high one. Is that the same as the other high ones? Okay. Okay, that's the same as the other one. I think this is the option mics that I think we used, I think. Do you know what I mean? I think so anyway, at least, right? So, I think... Yeah, these are room mics that we use. So, okay, I don't think I want room mics in actual fact in this track because I want the guitars to be modern, right? And so I want it to be in your face, yo. Like that. So, actually just like that, actually. Do you know what I mean? So... I don't want it both sides because I've already got left and right anyway, and I'm going to have this kind of whole stereo antics thing going on later, so I don't want to put everything in there because we've got it, right? So these are all, well, this chug guitar I need because that's a different thing entirely, but this low one, I'm going to take that and pull that up. This one is the same as the other one, so this one I don't think we'll need, so I'm going to mute that for now. Then let's figure out this one. That one's a room mic again for the high one, which I don't want to use right now because that's good if you want ambience, and maybe we can use these later on in the track, maybe for the choruses and stuff. Perhaps. Let's see how that mix unfolds. And then we got this, which again is the room for the chordal stuff, so that I'll mute as well for now. So these ones I don't want to use right now. That's again room. So I'll put all the rooms together. I'm not going to remove them, I just want to simply park them for now. Room. Room. Yoit. There we go. Right. This one? This is... yeah, stereo room. Don't want that one. This one, I guess, is another room. Yeah, that's the high guitar, the chordal guitar thing. So this one, again, we can get rid of for now. Just for now. There'll be uses for these later. Right, what we got down here then? Okay, this I would like, so that can go to the top. I'll work on that in a bit then. Let's figure out what we've got. Ah, stop. I think that's a room. Okay, they're different. So all these three are different. So we'll grab these and we'll put those to the top. So these are then on my close mics and room mics. I think this one's a room though. This one, yeah, it is. So I don't need this one then. So then that means, yeah, that's perfectly split then. Right, good. Okay, so our guitars. Okay. I'm liking this right now at the moment where it is, where it's sitting. There's still a lot to do with the guitars. I still want a lot more that needs to go on. But at the moment, again, I'm happy with this kind of the first entry point to it. Do you know what I mean? I like the harmonies that the guitars are offering. I think they're kind of full on awesome. So, you know, I really want the guitars to sing a little bit more than in this version of the mix rather than the last one we did. I just think they're a little bit too, I don't know, sat back in the mix a little bit. Again, this is going to be very different, this mix. We're just bringing it to 2024, so, you know, it is what it is. Right, I'm just going to figure out what else we got with the guitars, because I've got some single stuff here that's going on, so, which is just a DI. Okay, I want to mess that up in the nicest way possible. So I've got some ideas for that later on. Okay, this is kind of like a mellow line in the verse. That sounds terrible right now, so what we need to do is make it sound less terrible. Right, this guitar needs some life, and I want to mess up that other one, so let's quickly give it some reverb. And a load of delay. Sick. It gets me every time. So I'm looking forward to that. But this bit here, I need to mess that up. Like, in a good way. Don't get me wrong. Right. Mess up. There, I've made a note of it, because I want to do something cool with this in those verses with the guitars, and likewise with this one here as well. Mess up. I just want to just have some kind of synchronized thing going on here with this, and just kind of make it just balls to the floor essentially, and just some gangly kind of beautiful thing happening, right? Do you know what I mean? Right? You get me, bro? So yeah, what's happening? Don't worry, you don't need to retract no more. Maybe name them room. Yeah, what do you think I am, a producer or something? No, not happening. Do I look like a secretary? Fucking hell. Right. Exactly. I'm with Pete. I won't name him, just literally just keep him excited. Do you know what I mean? A randomized button. Oh, yeah. That would be sick. Just like, yeah, just randomized, done, right? Let's go. Let's do that. Oh my god. I love it. I want that happening. That would just be full on awesome. Right. Now, what do I want to do for this guitar? Wait. Hello guitar, am I being ignored? Okay, that's the DI one. Right, that's the one I want to mess up. And this guy. Why aren't you panning? Oh, I know why, because I've got all the reverb sends into it. Okay. Right, ignore that then for now. Right. I can fix that a bit later. So, what I want to do with this is this one. Okay, you know what I'm going to do is just run it through, because we got a DI, right? So I'm just going to run it through an amp. But you know what? Let's have it clean-ish. Right, but I want something... right? Something a bit nutty here to happen, because I've got the other guitar to support that fact. So you know what? Let's just do that. Let's do... Wait. Yeah, let's run it through. Let's put it to stereo to start. Oh, it is stereo. Okay, my bad. Right, let's put it on through this guy, because this just breaks everything. Do you know what I mean? And 90s rap. Yeah. You send me the lyrics to that, and I'll get it sorted. Right. Now randomize. I'm just gonna randomize shit right now. Okay, that was an interesting first take. Hello. I like that. That's saucy. That's naughty, you know, but... I like that already. You know, we can play on that. It just needs something behind it, like some... Because Adam is playing slightly higher here up on the registry, so I want something a little bit fundamental in the background, but that's where the keyboards come in later, right? So, I'm doing things backwards here. I'm kind of going a little bit too far ahead of myself, but I don't care. I'm having fun. So what have we got that's subby in the track? Oh yeah, we got that. Oh no, we don't. Damn, we didn't have... Drake's subby element in the middle. That's not subby enough. I'm hearing kind of... Do you know what I mean? So... just something like... Put something down now. I've talked myself into this, so I want something really mysterious and messed up, right? Something obnoxious underneath that I can just use as a texture layer. So this has to happen now while it's in my head. Let's find something to screw ourselves up. Wait, have I already got that loaded in the session? No. Okay, well, fine. Let's make it happen. Right, now, hang on, grabbing my keyboard, right? Yeah, baby! Right, now. Now, I swear to God, I want something like that you wouldn't think. I'm not playing a synth like a synth. I want some scary fucking Atmos stuff, right? That gives me some bottom. That is just a noise underneath, right? And then later on, when the drums are pounding, the guitars are chugging, the bass is bassing, the vocals are vocaling, then everyone would just be having sex and it would be great, right? So, yeah. So let's try a few kind of cinematic shit, right? Not that one. Ignore that. Nice one, Adam. Yeah. Okay, this is interesting. See, it's just a texture, right? It doesn't mean anything. But once I've worked that into the track later on, it'll be epic, right? So, I like that one. But I still want something a little bit more subbier that has substance in the bottom end. Wait. Let me put this to the right place. You guys probably can't even hear this, so let me put it to the keys bus. Right, here we go. Let me unmute that. Right, I'm assuming you can all hear this now, so which is good. So now, see, I like the bottom end on this. That's kind of cool. Oh, that's even better. But it comes with a note, so not necessarily what I want. Interesting. Hold up. Okay, that's pretty good, right? I mean, you're not going to be able to hear it properly right now until I send it out, but I like the boominess that that gives because it's a decay in the sound and it's just something that's nice, but the problem is it's not constant. So I want something that's a bit more kind of something that's constant, right? Oh, okay, that's nice. Let's try this in the track. you know, why not? Right. What I want to do is now mess with that. So I'm gonna have some kind of sonic boom introducing this thing off later on, so it will kind of be like a nice kind of thing, and then I'll have a transition between this and the next part, which I think is really golden. But at the moment, we've got everything we need there. We've got the beautiful guitars that are kind of swimming around, right? And then we've got the big drums that are going to happen here. But what we don't have is low end in that section. But I don't want tons of it like we do with the sub basses in the choruses, because we want to save a little, right? So I want a hint of something that's happening, which is why I want a texture underneath. Now this sound, right, is quite fruitful, right? And so I think what I will do is just take out some of that high mids and then just add a little bit of sonic energy to it. Because I just want a trickle of it, right? Just to work with the guitar here. Because that guitar line is really important. All the way up here. This one. I know, right? Add more tracks, that's what's needed. So, the question is, I want to then change voice to something else afterwards. But let's see if this adds anything or not, right, to the rest of the stuff. Now, I know that everything isn't done yet, and the drums aren't smacking, and the bass ain't bassing, and all that stuff, but we've got to ignore that and pretend that it is, right? We're still at the early stages, the early seed. So imagine, if you will, with everything like being finished, right? Okay? And this is what we're going to see if we want to include this guy or not, right? So I'm going to mute it and then bring it in. Okay, to me that adds a huge difference. A little bit loud right now, but that's fine. I can turn that down. But it's something that you don't hear. But it's something you feel, right? Now, you're not going to notice that yet until you kind of hear it for yourself proper. But where I am right now, my speakers are literally just having an orgasm. Do you know what I mean? They're like this. Because it's just damn sexy. So, I like that. Something big there at that join. Bam! Just there, just woo! Just something happening. But yeah, that's for later. That's when I do all the nice stuff. So we've got that. I'm happy with this. Now that might need to return later on. So this is setting the foundations. Right. Keyboards. So we've got... Okay, I want something really seriously dotted, right? So Again, I'm adding more tracks. I'm sorry, I'm in creative mode all of a sudden. I've got excited. When man gets excited, that's a good thing, right? So, let me duplicate this. I'll completely duplicate that. And then I will add this guy to the equation. Now we're playing in F, F minor, and then C and E flat. Go away. You know what? Let me just make MIDI out of the one that we had before, right? So, there we go. So this is what we had originally. Brilliant. So, where's my crazy shit? All up in here. To Disney. That's epic, but not what I want. Breaking news. Okay, that's got me interest. That's got my interest. But you know what I think will be cooler is if we could kind of filter that in some way. Maybe... Where's my... Where can I find anything? Literally, I'm just... I want to make something of this to work with that guitar. So, you know what we'll do is we'll add... Let's have some fun. God damn it, we're going to have some fun. Let's put massive amounts of reverb on just that one sound and then fuck with it. Right? Because I want this to happen. And then I want... This is the guy I'm looking for. The fat. Yes. Right. And then when I stop it, it will just go on for days, right? So, maybe I'll do it the other way around. Okay, I like this, so let's automate this. I like that a lot. So what we'll do is let's put it on touch mode actually, so I might as well oops, wrong button. Might as well just do it manually. So let's go. Oh shit, let me play it with the music. Come out of going to read mode. Right, we've got a little subsection there into that main part. I want a real big just before that section kicks in, just so people know, hey man, we're here, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think that's really nice and that's kind of gentle, it just brings it in nicely. but I don't want it on the second half. So I need to cut this. Let me turn automation off. Let me cut it here. I can bring that back in later if I really need it. But for now, I just want it on... It's that part of the verse that's really important, because that's the come down verse. After you got big guitars and stuff, you know, you come down to that beautiful kind of section. So... That's got so much more movement, you know, on just that section alone, you know, which is really nice. Now I've just muted it over here, like a right bell end. I've broken it now. I've just bloody pressed M on my keyboard and muted it. Now I can't unmute the damn thing. Wait. What have I broken? Okay, Captain. I've broken something. What did I break? Oh, I know what I've broken. You know what I just did? See, on my bell, I just deleted the automation, didn't I? Like a right twat. So I need to do that again. Oh, this plugin won't let me automate. That's why. So I have to manually do it. No big deal. Oh, no way, I'm going the wrong way. I want to start high and then come down. Because, you know, it works best like that. Yeah, because I want that thing maybe a little bit later. Maybe a bit like that. Yeah, perfect, perfect, perfect. And then I want to go up again, right on the downbeat. Oink. Ooh, perfect, perfect. Love it. Then the big finale, which ends just here. So what we'll do is I want that fire that off into a reverb. So up and then down real quick. Yoink. And then that will trigger. Yeah, that ending is nice. So you just reverb for days, right? So, and that will spills over into the new section. So good, 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 right. Sorry about that balls up, but you know, I thought it automated the plugin, but the plugin's an old plugin, so it doesn't do real-time automation, unfortunately. So anyway, it is what it is, right? So yeah, that's nice because it works with the beat that's going on with the drums. So, okay. I love this stuff that we did, by the way, before. That. Oh, that's so good. I like that. Sounds so good, man. I'm keeping that, baby. That's for sure. Now, this keyboard here. Damn, dude. That is like pokey. You know what I mean? So, I want to calm that thing down a little bit. That one's going to need some compression, I think. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's a little bit too much. So there you go. We've got it under control a little bit, which is very good. Okay, next is I can now turn that up a little bit because I like it, but that guitar has to be focused. This is going to be good. When this is all mixed properly in, that's going to be sick. This one I love. Like this crazy guitar. I wonder then if we can mess up this other guitar that I want to mess up. This one. Let's mess that up as well then, right? Let's do something different though. So, random. Okay, tickle my eyeballs. I like that. Let's see. This is gonna be a fucking crazy album. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, man. That's calm. That's speaking to me. I like it. What I want is something. This bit isn't done yet, but I want something reversing at the back as well. So we'll sort that out later as well. So that will get sorted out. Now, let's see what that sounds like with everything else. That crazy guitar. Gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. Right. This now, we're talking business. So this guy comes down here. Now this is that riff that I like here. So. Okay, now we have a room for this, and we've only got, oh no, we've got 3 here then of this. So I'm guessing 1 left, 1 right, and 1 room. Yeah, okay, they're 2 different pitches. Then the room version. Okay, the room version I can mess up as well, because these 2 guys are gonna have some treatment to it. Lots of delays on this. We'll add some verb as well. Right, and then this guy, what I want to do is see, I want that. It's like the riff, the higher riff is super important. So what we could try is a bit of an EDM trick, actually. Let's just try it. I don't know whether it's going to work, but it's in my head, right? So, and we're just kind of building stuff here. You know, I was just going to go through the track and balance it, but all of a sudden my brain has just clicked, and now I'm into let's have some fun mode. So, look, whatever happens, happens, right? So, this is where you get inspired. Now, what am I looking for? I'm looking for, yeah, this guy here, right? So I wonder if we pump this guy. Because it works better with a riff, right? But then on top of that, we kind of mess it up slightly as well by using our friend over here. What? Actually, it adds a nice little movement behind it and lets the two other guitars kind of sing a little bit more. Now, what does it sound like with the other crazy affected guitars that we had on earlier? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's find out. Okay, yeah, that works well. So, I think something cool needs to happen to the end of the riff, which is fine. I am taking mental notes, by the way, so it's all good. So I think that alien guitar really does its job really well. I think it's a little bit too loud right now. Once you blend it in a little bit more, it's nicer, and once I print that, I can then just take off that intro part to it, because I think that's a little bit, what do you call it? Do you know what I mean? It's, you know, it's a little bit, I don't know, what do you want to call it? Fluttery, right? So, anyway, point is, it's freaking awesome. So, what I think I'll do is now, we've got a really good verse section. Now I want to try the vocals in that section. But
why is then so fake?
what have I just got? A why is? Where's the rest?
Why is everything so fake? We
Okay.
build it up and build it down and it's a lie. Everyone can see the face. You make a fool.
Okay, these are the verses, right? So that's all good. Let's just quickly just put some reverb on just because we can.
Why is everything so fake? We build it up and build it down and it's a lie.
Okay, that was weird. Let's do that again, Sam.
Why is everything so fake? We build it up and build it down and it's a lie. Everyone Why is everything so fake? We build it up and build it down and it's a lie. Everyone can see the face. You make a fool out of me, so I will.
Okay, let's see if...
Why is everything so fake? We build it up and build it down and it's a lie.
Okay, let me, you know, let me see if that works with the vocals, that fluttery guitar thing, because that just gives me a massive hard on, let's be honest. Let me just put the vocals on for a sec. And we'll test it out, kids. Unmute the vocals.
Why is everything so fake? Build it up and build it down and it's a lie. Everyone can see the face. You make a fool out of me, so I will build it up.
Okay, let's play it again, this time with vocals that I can actually hear.
Why is everything so fake? Build it up and build it down and it's a lie. Everyone can see the face. You make a fool out of me, so I will build it up just to tear it down. It's funny how a hypocrite can distort a frown.
Alright, that's going to be sick. When it's done properly, that's going to be sick. I like that a lot. It just needs real tidying up, and I need to print those stems with those effects on it so I can then treat it further. But I really love the keyboard stuff in the background as well that we did earlier. I think that adds a new dimension there. So, and we haven't even balanced all of this other stuff yet, so we've still got a long way to go. But at the moment, I'm really loving what I'm hearing. So it's kind of just a fresh take of it. You know, once it's got all its ins and outs, it's just going to be mint, you know, but yeah, so that I think is important. And that guitar section, it's that lead part here, which is really important that we hit home on.
So I will build it up just to tear it down. It's funny how a hypocrite can distort a frown.
See, that's really important, this bit. I'm going to need to automate that so that just comes in and kicks you in the face. Because at the moment it's just sitting too far back, right? So that needs to happen. Then it would be sick. Right. Now. Okay, this one I'm not using though, this guitar. What was this one? Because that's turned down. Ah, right, okay, that's a sub element here. Or not, just one note. Okay, two notes. You know, okay, you know what? Let's cut this guy. And now we're going to mess with this ourselves. I'm going to put that as -12, right? Pitch it down. No, lower. -24. Right, then I'm going to duplicate this. Then I'm going to reverse it. Where the hell is reverse? Hello. Thank you. Now I'm going to pitch it back up by 12. And then, where's my sends gone? There it is. I'm going to put some reverb on it with a lot of delay. That's what we get. That sounds sick, but it's just too deep. So what I want to do is group these. Which one? Wait. Which one's the deep one? Yeah, baby. Let's go. Okay. Now I want to just take off the bottom end of this guy. I think that's real good. I think that will add some nice summer behind it, right? So, where's my EQ? Hello? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay, let's just get rid of that low. She doesn't need to retrack anything. This is gold, I'm telling you. Do you know what I mean? That is mental. What does it sound like with the other guitars in, the other crazy shit that we did earlier? Actually, what I do want to do, I don't want to put reverb on the low guitar. So this one, I do believe. I want to save it for the higher one that does the reverse. Let's take... No, I'll keep delay on there because that's fine. I'll just take off the reverb. Do you know what I mean? But just these two alone just kind of all just make sense now.
Why is everything so fake? Build it up and build it down and it's a lie. Everyone can see the face. You make a fool out of me, so I will build it up just to tear it down. It's funny how a hypocrite can distort a frown. Why is everyone so fake? So fake. What?
Yep. Oh man, that's mental. That's really nice. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's real deep beyond, right? So it's nice and deep and in the distance. And I think that's really just brilliant because now we've got something that we can kind of, you know, that you look in the background of, and we just made something out of nothing. So the same thing will probably happen on the second verse.
And I know that it's a lie.
But we'll get to that later because we're not even at that point yet. So I want to do verse 2 slightly different because verse 2 is going to have a bit more of a build up because I do believe on the drums Pete does this weird flammy thing. Maybe. No, he doesn't. That's later on. That's for the mid-8, isn't it? Yeah, that's over here. Yeah, here. Okay. I beg your pardon. Right, okay, that's fine. So, yeah, so essentially, then... Right, I'm just going to hear what we've got up to this point so far. Vocals are going to be a bit out of whack, but I'll probably mute that in a second. Actually, let's mute the vocals. love it. I want the drums, the cymbals there on the chorus. It's a shame. I want them slower. I want them, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, Pete, it will have a massive snare at the end, don't get me wrong. You know, it will have that proper rock snare, you know? Don't forget, I've not even tweaked the drums. This is all still raw, right? And it's already sounding great at the moment, so it just goes to show, you know? It's like what you can do with a little bit of balancing and a little bit of small little EQ, really. I mean, I've not mixed the drums yet. Or anything. I've just been doing arrangement stuff. So really, that holds true to the song. That means the song's just going to be incredibly awesome. So if it can be this good without doing anything, whoever your producer was who recorded this, they did an awesome job, just putting it out there. Oh, man. I kid. Do you know what I mean? Low synth is a bit draggy. What does draggy mean? Explain yourself. I'll be put to the death. Exactly, Pete. Exactly. You did. Yeah, but I love that section. I mean, don't forget, right, guys, that this is like those sections aren't mixed yet. So once that, at the moment, there's a lot of kind of too much bottom end happening at the moment, but I don't really care about that at this stage because that will get sorted out later on down the line. I just want things to fit in to places where I want them to be right now. You know, to fit into the pockets that I'm happy with. Like, I really love the intro, the first section, but you've got to imagine, right? Let me explain this. So that intro, I think we're going to improve it slightly, but I kind of like what we already had, right? That kind of, you know, that whole, this thing, right? I love what we did then originally, and I still love it now. I don't think that needs to change, and then it just needs to open up to that real big chorus. But you've got to imagine here, on this chorus, right? You got to imagine here really big kind of drums, like huge sounding drums, you know, big power bass, but it's capped off so that we're not dealing with the low, super low, ultra sub side of things, because that's not modern. Because it still has to work on other things, which is why I've got to add some harmonic stuff and make it nice and rich. So there'd be all affected guitars here as well, and obviously the vocals don't come in at that start. That's just music. But I think I'm going to have something a bit dotty over the top, and I always wanted something a bit dotty, and that doesn't explain it very well. But on that chorus, I want something like the opening chorus, something high end, because we don't have vocals there. It's just music. So I want something that's background, but that you still notice, right? That works alongside the guitars. So I'll do that at a different time when I'm working on that sort of thing, but that's not for now. And then it leads, obviously, from that into where the vocals get introduced. So there'll be some new transition effects taking us there, because that's really important. At the moment, we don't have anything too bad. Actually, I mean, that's not bad at all, actually, the way we've currently got that, but I still think that can be improved a little bit, just by maybe just taking out and adjusting some drums slightly, and then leading us in to that whole verse section, just so you can have a little bit of rubbing and tugging, you know how it is. Because that's when we introduced the vocals for the first time, and of course that gorgeous verse that we've just done, that would be kind of mixed in properly and done. And then explosive pre-chorus, but holding something back, right? We don't want to spend too much too soon. And then the first chorus is where we introduce the vocals with the same intro stuff. So I want this to be kind of real big in its own right. But we're going to not add everything to this. And then the second verse happens, which is going to be a little bit more of something going on, right? Some clever filtering effects and this, that, and the other. Now, the second chorus, which I want to do something different here than what we had originally. So, I mean, currently, on here, on the second chorus... Right, we come in straight away with just the vocals. I wanna do something before that and make it a little bit more modern, right? And so feature some of the guitars a little bit more. Here. Okay. I remember doing that. That was fun. So yeah, we've got all these new affected guitars, so I want to do something a little bit you know, fun and entertaining, right, at that point. So I want to just introduce that chorus very differently to the other one. Actually, have I been muted this whole fucking time? Actually, or no, I don't know. Have I or not? I've got no idea. But anyway, so the point is, like, the song is going to have its transitions and everything is just going to sound better. Then after the chorus we go into that mid-8 section, which is just oozing coolness, but this time around we're going to make this like almighty. Do you know what I mean? And like completely different in that sense. And then the ending chorus is where we're going to go fucking nuts. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, they, them, it, Q, LGBT, plus, Stevens. End chorus will need to be like just the bollocks, so that even Stephen himself will go up and dance. Now that's saying something, right? So that's important. Now, I am going to sign off for now because I'm bored of you lot. So I'm going to save, and then I'm going to disappear and go to bed. I know, it would be very hilarious, but I thought for a second I had myself muted because I couldn't hear myself. So anyway, is what it is. Right, I'm going to do more of this tomorrow. This has been fun. It's been emotional. So, look, I'm in this for the game, right? So I think let's do more tomorrow. Now, obviously you guys have got all day jobs, so you can't sit and watch the stream during the day, but tomorrow night, I'll stream it again. So, and we'll go a little bit further and a little bit deeper. Tomorrow, I think I'll work on the actual drums, getting them to sound good, so they don't sound like Pete, basically. And then it'll be good. So, and then we'll be rocking and rolling, and everything will be happy days. So, multiple Stevens, yeah, Stephen Unite, yeah, let's go. All right, look, ladies and gentlemen, give Flight of Train a round of applause because they're just freaking awesome. But most importantly, just thank their producer, who's just the best, who's also available at a very good rate, orangetreestudios.com. Thank you very much. Love you all. Peace out. Good night.